Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium 7. In the last episode, we set up this behemoth of a reactor. This is, I believe, a maximum size, so it is 16 by 16 by 16, I think. It might be, was it 18 or 16? I'm not sure, but it's big. I believe it's the biggest. It's got a nice checkerboard pattern, and we can't even use it to its maximum potential, right? In here, you can see the max burn rate is just under 2,000 millibucks per tick. We can only sort of do around 500 before we start heating up and taking some damage, which is obviously not a good thing. So, what's our plan for this episode? Well, the first thing I need to do is we need to figure out how to get the radioactive stuff out of here and somewhere where I guess we can use it, right? This waste. Ideally, what we want to do is turn it into a substance called polonium, I believe. This stuff needs a solar neutron activator, which needs the sunlight. I mean, it's the sun, but I don't know if it counts because, I mean, look at the biome. It's pretty spooky over here. But we'll give it a shot in this dimension. Otherwise, yeah, we'll have to figure something else out. No, sorry, I'm struggling to, like, figure out the cadence of this sentence. But my point is, right, in order to store our nuclear waste anywhere, being in this radioactive cell that I want to store it in, we need a piece of polonium to get that cell, right? So we've got to make a piece of polonium first. We'll need a PRC, we'll need, you know, that solar neutron activator. We've got a few things we need, but then we should be good, is I guess what I'm trying to get at. So what I'll do is, I'm pretty sure all this stuff we can just remove the bookmarks for. I'm pretty sure we've got everything. And now I just need to set up at least one solar neutron activator in this dimension to get us going, and then we'll figure out where else we're going from there. All this is force loaded, so that's good. Now the solar neutron activator, we do have them auto crafted, so that's a positive, but we need HDPE pellets. Now, I believe we set those up here to some extent. Yeah, we've got some pellets here. So, for this guy, what do we need? We need 3 for the sheet we want to make, and to do that, we need ethylene. How do we get that? I'm not too sure. How are we getting ethylene? Because I thought we did pretty much everything we needed over here in the last episode, but I'm guessing we didn't quite get there, so I'm gonna have to double check our system, I guess. Okay, so yeah, we had this guy set up to receive water, hydrogen, and biofuel, and then it would produce substrate and ethylene. That's obviously what we wanted to do here. So it seems odd that we have the pattern in here, obviously. This guy should be set up to do everything correctly. Input, output from below. Do the same with fluids. He's going to input, he can't eject them, so that's fine. And then items, input, output. But he still doesn't really seem to, I guess, be accepting. What I'm sort of thinking is, it's possible that we've got too many, like, connections in a line there. Because as you can see, it doesn't even show the recipe for just ethylene. Unless, well, I guess, you know what? Actually, it might make perfect sense now that I'm sort of stopping and thinking about it. This recipe here, it's not set up how it should be. So currently it's set up where substrate is the main product that we're trying to create, and then ethylene's the byproduct. But in this specific scenario, we want to switch these around because we want ethylene to be that main product. That's what we want to be ordering, and then as a byproduct, we're going to get some substrate too. I didn't think that should matter. So this still might not fix it, but it might. That might have been the issue there. So now if I order 3, is it going to be like, yeah, we're good? No, it's not, because now it's saying, well, hey, hold on. We're missing 3 substrate. And, I mean, I kind of get that, but I also don't get that because, like, you're crafting the substrate. Are you not? Like, that's... I don't really understand what the issue is here. You know what I mean? Because I think I have to set them up as both being primary outputs, but that's not a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's a thing that I can order. Yeah, hold on. So the HDP is made out of substrate. The substrate's made out of the biofuel, but the biofuel also makes the ethylene. I really thought this should be working, but it's really not doing exactly what I want. Like, I need this to genuinely be both. Yeah, to be honest, not sure how we go about fixing this. I do have an idea. No, that wouldn't really work, I don't think. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to have to remove the pattern aspect of this, and we're going to have to just, like, maintain this stuff in there. Which, it's going to get messy if I try and do that. I really don't know. I really don't know how to solve this. I'll tell you what, we can leave it as it is, right? I can place this pattern in here, and we can just order a bunch of something. For example, a bunch of just ethylene. I can order, I don't know, 1,000 millibuckets, and it's going to ask for this stuff, which apparently we don't have. Available 64. Well, I don't know how much I need. The other issue here is we actually need a crafting CPU, which I think we were just about to set up. I think we were just looking for the co-processor, I believe. This guy up here. So he needs, what does he need? Oh god, pressing all the wrong buttons. We should be able to do that, finish this all this episode. I'm pretty confident. It's just I've got to, I guess, wrap our head around where to connect everything. So in terms of, well, connecting everything, I think we can just connect it off of here. I don't think that's a problem. So we've got a CPU there now, which is good. I can go in here. I think we're going to be crafting this ethylene in buckets, not millibuckets. That's why it's so expensive. So I'm going to order 10 buckets worth. And what that should do is it should not only craft the stuff in here, ideally, but it should also do some other stuff too. I'm very baffled by this. Someone also told me I can click the hammer to like actually watch the recipe in action. A lot easier. Oh, okay. I see a few things. First of all, look here. Device online. Awesome. Look here. Device missing channel. I thought that might have been the issue, but I wasn't too sure how to know if it was. So we're going to want a few things. We're going to want some dense cables, which... Oh, we do actually have them on us. Awesome. And then I'm probably going to want some fluics. So if I connect these here, what happens if I do this? Network booting. I think that fixes it. I think everything's online now. I don't think I have to like rip anything apart. So I think we're good. And that might help us out a little bit in this grand scheme of things, potentially. And this should get us a bunch of biofuel. Once again, we could probably put some upgrades in here. We definitely should. So let's go energy and speed. So we'll go boom and boom. And that guy's now going to be a lot faster, as you can see. This guy as well, what does he need? I guess the same stuff. Why not? Energy and speed, that'll get him going. Someone also told me at least like one of these other machines might be able to take, what do you call it? Tier upgrades, you know what I mean? Like we've just got a normal enrichment chamber here. This could very easily be upgraded within tiers. It doesn't look like we need to at the moment, but it is on the table. Trying to set this guy up has been a real hassle. Quite clearly, you know what I might just have to do? I'm not the biggest fan of having to do this, but I might just have to make a second one over here. I guess it's not the biggest issue, but it's kind of like, ugh. Little bit annoying, because I'd prefer to have not needed to, but it's fine, it's fine. Anyhow, let's go in here, formation core, that'll be easy. We're going to do an interface for this, because I want it to be like on 24/7. The things are PRC, yeah? Pressurized reaction chamber. Let's go here, we're jumping into this one. Pressurized reaction chamber. I thought we had these auto-crafted, I guess this one we didn't. Once again, doesn't really seem to be the end of the world. Okay, that was quick and easy. So the PRC's here. I'm going to go ahead and take this pattern out. I'm just going to remove it. That should be fine. This guy, I'm going to tell him, keep a stack of biofuel in here. That should allow him to order it, assuming I put in a crafting upgrade. Oops, so that'll be, nope, sorry, a crafting add-on? A crafting card. They all have different words, but we've got it. Crafting card, so I need to craft some stuff for the crafting card. Basic cards, and then crafting table, and then crafting card, right? So this should allow this interface to order things when I place it in here. So we should hopefully see, once again, realistically, this guy light up. It hasn't happened yet, but it should have. So it's a little bit... Oh, you know what? They're missing channels as well. So I've actually got to... I've got to grab a fluix and place that here. There we go. So now these should be able to run. And we might see it order stuff. Maybe. Once again, I guess we'll find out. They obviously need power as well. That should be fine. Power up there. So this guy we're going to have to configure again. So we're going to do input, output below, auto eject on. We're going to do same for the fluids and same for the gases, input, output, auto eject on below. So now, what else do we need in here? Well, to make the substrate, which is obviously what we're trying to get our hands on at the moment. Is it substrate or is it biofuel? I think... Yeah, we're trying to make substrate. So we're actually going to need water and hydrogen in here. So I'm going to search water. We can drag that in there. You can keep a bucket worth, why not? And then we'll do hydrogen. And we'll drag in hydrogen from mechanism as well. And once again, keep a bucket in there, why not? Now the difficult part is here is we need to have it go into this machine. So I think I actually want to configure this to input fluids on the front and input output gases on the front maybe. I I think we can just do input on the front. I think that should be fine. And then we'll grab a universal cable so that we can get everything in there. As well as items. I believe items we want to output at the front. And that should do the trick. Oh, auto eject should have sent the stuff up, to be honest. Oh no, but I guess this guy's not auto eject. So yeah, this should be good. So I set this up, and now we should get everything. Hydrogen, water, and assuming I change items back to input, we should be good. Yeah, biofuel. Awesome. Obviously, we can do a few things here. One is we could chuck in a pipe upgrade just to, you know, make sure that he's topped up non-stop. And then the next one being fill him up with some more upgrades that are probably needed. So energy and speed, chuck those in, and double check. No, it doesn't take a gas upgrade, so we're good. So now we have substrate in the system. We also have ethylene in the system. You can see it flickering in here every so often. Now that we have that stuff, we should be able to order the HDPE just purely based on the fact that we have a bunch of substrate in the system. Now, the substrate that's going in the system, I don't know where it's going because it's clearly not in here, which is a bit of a problem. But I don't know where else it is. I mean, it's in here, but then it's going into the system. It's being imported into the system. That's sort of the whole gist here. Do we have a recipe being ordered at the moment? We do. Okay. So we're currently, what are we crafting? Crafting ethylene. Ethylene substrate. Crafting available crafting. Huh? I'll be honest, I don't actually know what we're doing at the moment with that stuff. I thought we might be transforming it, but we're not even doing that. There are a few things we do need to do. One of them is we need to get liquid ethylene added to, well actually I guess it's a liquid, right? So we actually need a fluid storage. So hold on, let's go storage. Once again, we can just grab another one of the 256, which we got right here, and then we can turn this guy into a fluid one, I believe, quite easily. Yeah, here we go. We need to add one of these housings, so we need one of those. That should be fine. Oh god, press U. Boom. Fluid storage cell, perfect. So this guy we want to do a number of things on. One is we want to open him up and we want to tell him you can store liquid ethylene. Liquid ethylene, I believe that's what we want to store. I don't think I want to add water to it, so we'll just leave it as it is for now, I guess. And we'll chuck this in here and it might start storing it. I honestly, I'm still very confused in just terms of where our stuff's going. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to run back over here. Is this guy still processing? He's not. He does have a crafting cart. Oh, but there's ethylene in here. Why is there ethylene there? Because it's not going into the system. Why is the ethylene not going into the system? Because these guys aren't configured to store ethylene. So what I need to do is open this guy up, or I guess take him out, place him in here, and add in just normal ethylene. So we go in here, normal ethylene added. There we go. And then put this back in, and then I think the entire system gets up and running again, because we can now store ethylene, as you can see, which means he can now order more stuff, because this slot's empty, so we can actually order the stuff, and I think we're good. In terms of getting more of what we want, it's still not really happening. Like, he's got a crafting card, but he's just not really crafting. You know what I mean? So I don't really know. He definitely should be able to. Oh, you know what part of the issue is? I think we would run out of nether wart because he won't order it until we like run out, and then there's no point. So I think this as well actually needs to be transformed into another interface, believe it or not. I was trying to set everything up with crafting just because I thought that would make it easier, but I don't think it does. We're going to put nether wart there, and we're going to put water there as well. That should be good. And this guy, we've got him to auto input and auto eject, so he just runs 24/7 right now, or at least he should. The fact that he isn't right now is a little bit concerning, to say the least. Oh no, he is. He just doesn't have any upgrades. Okay, so we can fix that as well. Resonant integral and some flux linkage amplifiers. We've only got 2, but we could do with another. But we can't actually craft it at the moment. Great. But we can chuck in the stuff we have, and that'll be enough to, you know, keep the ball rolling. Okay. So then why aren't we crafting biofuel? Why is this not happening? Alright, well, anyway, we have substrate. Can I order these at least? Okay, we can if I have a crafting CPU. The problem at the moment is the crafting CPU is allegedly crafting biofuel. Well, I guess that makes sense because this stuff's in here. Maybe I should cancel this though and let it do its thing again. Maybe that'll do something. Anyhow, we'll try once more. Yep, it says we can. I'm gonna order it. It's what we need. three HDPE coming right up. Hopefully, maybe. It should be in here. What's going on here? Why is there just a bunch of biofuel in here? I'm pretty sure there's just not meant to be. Okay, I think it's doing it. We have one HDPE pellet. I don't necessarily know why it's being so slow. Like, I really don't. I don't know what I've done wrong. But it's really not happy with, like, anything I'm trying to do here. Oh, okay. I ordered some and it crafted them, like, instantly now, so... not sure. Not sure what's going on. But regardless, though, we now have these two, so that's pretty good. We needed those for the HDPE sheet that we needed for this, so we can actually craft this thing now, which is awesome. So we'll do that. We should now have a solar neutron pretty much done. Yep, here we go. Awesome. I'm glad. It was very messy. I apologize, but hey, at least we got this thing now. In terms of this guy, we are going to need to run a pipe from, I think from this. Yeah, from the nuclear waste. We're going to have to run this somewhere. The problem is we can't store it anywhere at the moment. So I think I need to disconnect this for a little bit, right? And just manually run this guy to some direct sunlight, which arguably could happen here. So I'll place this guy down. He might work. That's essentially where we're at the moment. We'll pick him up and I'll actually just spin him around real quick, just so that we're actually facing, I guess, the right way for this. Run this guy up here. I know we're using mechanism, and pipes with mechanism. You normally don't want to do this, with the multi-blocks at least. But for this situation here, I literally just want some. You know what I mean? I want some of this to work. Nuclear waste. I believe that's meant to be a waste output pipe, which means the waste is meant to, gases input. There we go. So now we've got nuclear waste, and it actually is turning into polonium. This does count as daytime in this dimension, and just like that, we have ourselves polonium. So what we could do is I could break this, make the rest of our polonium. Obviously, I need to turn that into actual polonium, which I think we do with another PRC. I think that was sort of what we're up to, another pressurized reaction chamber. So we'll order this stuff. I'll go ahead and order another enrichment chamber. Once again, I really should have recipes for this stuff. It would take me like a few seconds and then we'd be set for the rest of our life. But anyhow, here we are. So I'm going to slap this guy here down. Once again, sort of just temporarily. I'm going to extract here and try to get the stuff into there. So what I'm going to do is right side is going to be output. And then this guy I'm going to have left. I think I've done it wrong. I think I need to make it gas. Yeah, gas output to the right. So now I've got polonium in here. In order to make the actual polonium, we also require some water, it looks like. So once again, we can probably get away with using a sink, I would imagine. So we'll order one of those. Shouldn't take too long. Yep, beautiful. We'll slap this guy here. Once again, I know that this is messy, but I'm planning to just rip this apart the second I get this polonium. So we'll have this guy output. Water goes in here. Realistically, that should be enough. It looks like he does need power as well, and it's possible as well that he needs more polonium. I'm not too sure. In order to make a polonium, he only needs 1,000. Oh no, he needs a fluorite dust, my bad. Fluorite. We've got plenty of fluorite dust making potential. So we'll order some of that, and we'll go ahead and chuck it in there. And here we have our very first polonium. We'll process this stuff, 3,000 of it. I think that'll be fine. Now we do get nuclear waste as well, which obviously we want to deal with. So for now, I want to craft this. So we're going to need more, whatchamacallums, more HDPE. I believe we need 6 of it. So we'll go ahead and order that. Honestly, shouldn't take too long, just based on what we saw before. The next thing we need is the skystone. The skystone we can order. Hopefully that stuff shows up at some point. We'll keep waiting for the HDPE. Hopefully it genuinely is crafting. It does look like it is. We had one there, so it looks promising. Fingers crossed. Yep, we've got 3 so far. So it's, it's getting there. Slowly, but surely. So that should be fine. All right, one more pellet. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Chuck that in the system. So let's try this now. Craft the remaining bits. And we have ourselves, boom, a mega radioactive chemical storage cell. Now, there is something to take note of here. The bytes used. 256 bytes of storage this has. Everything else in here, the bytes of storage are phenomenal. It has a lot. This thing, not so much at all. But it is radioactive. So what do we want to do with this guy? Great question. Arguably, we want 2 of them, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that's sort of what we're after here. So I am going to start ordering another one of these. What do we can pretty much just do it. For the most part. Like, if I just grab this stuff out, we have an inscriber over here that I think I can just make use of by chucking in this stuff. So that should craft. Awesome. And then we just need more HDPE. So I'll go ahead and order 6 more of this stuff. Get that stuff cooking. Because what I want to do is I would like to partition one of these to store, I don't know, for example, the nuclear waste. So where is it? Not the polonium, the nuclear waste. Yeah, I want that. So nuclear waste in here. And that should be good. And then we'll get another one to store, I don't know, polonium. Arguably, we want another one again. So let me actually, I guess I can't order it at the moment, but I'll probably order another one as well for the polonium, because the polonium is radioactive, the spent nuclear waste radioactive, all of it radioactive. And realistically, yeah, I want to be able to deal with that. Alright, I'll order 6 more. We've already got 6 and we've got this thing, so like, we're pretty good. So far, so good. Oh, gotta chuck that in there. Alright, so this one we'll chuck in here. I'm going to partition this with the spent nuclear waste. Might as well. We might not even use it. Filter chemical, unsupported. Okay, hold on. So this one's fine. It can take nuclear waste. We're not allowed to use the spent nuclear waste. We're not allowed to store it away like that. So instead, we will just be storing our polonium. That's probably what we'll do. Yep, and it's okay. So, okay, you can't store the spent nuclear waste, which means wherever we're processing our polonium, we pretty much don't want to do it in this dimension. Or, I mean, we could do it in this dimension, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess we could do it in the... I don't know. But essentially, wherever it is, like, we've got to just dispose of the nuclear waste right then and there. So, what do we do now? Well, this thing has waste, which I obviously would prefer to get rid of at the moment. To do that, we will need a toxic barrel, or a radiation barrel, yeah, this guy here. Radioactive waste barrel. So we'll grab this guy. I'm going to break this pipe, place this here, open this guy up, go to gases, and have him force output on the left. And I thought that would put the waste in there, but it's not really doing that. I'm pretty sure it's gas. Is it a fluid, maybe? No, we can't eject fluids. Okay. Maybe we need a gas pipe. That's obviously a potential. Oh, you know what? Actually, I believe for these pipes, you need to actually insert from like the top. So I think what I need to do is, yeah, this. And then set this guy to extract. And now I think that does it. So this guy now has waste in it. And as you can see, slowly but surely, it will drain that waste. It'll just, you know, get rid of it into the void. Awesome. That means this guy's empty, which means we can pick him up. Ooh. I should not have done that. Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. Oh no. Okay, listen. We don't learn much here. Oh god. Okay. Okay, I think we're fine. Listen, it still had polonium in it. Polonium, I kind of forgot, is still, as you can see, very radioactive. Oh, we went so well. We went so well for, we made a massive reactor, and then I break a tiny little, oh, that's just so embarrassing. Okay. First of all, let's grab our Geiger counter. Is it IE or EI? Which one is it? It's EI. I think we have one on us. No, I guess we don't. We'll craft one of these, and we'll go ahead and see what we're dealing with. So we have one here. I feel like it always says that. So I think we're fine here. We're just still poisoned. You know what I mean? I think we're poisoned currently. So what I should probably do is get a hazmat suit. So we'll go ahead and craft one of these, and we'll get ourselves hooked up. Okay, so I'm in a hazmat suit. Now that's not going to get rid of the poisoning I have, but it should save me from more poisoning. In terms of food, we've got plenty of steak. We keep eating it, so we should be fine. We've got the regen, so I don't think we're going to die. But now we can, I guess, go back in, and we won't get a stronger dose of radiation. We're still radioactive at the moment. We're still poisoned. Hopefully that gets rid of itself. We might have to, you know, commit the unalive. But we'll see how we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get closer. Oh, as you can see, yeah. The second we get here, we go from, I I imagine like nano something to like micro or something like that. And that's not good. That's not good. So it is quite radioactive here. Although, if I stand perfectly still, we can watch it the rate that it decays. Okay? As you can see, it's decaying. That's good. That's good. It's not great, but it's you know, it's not the end of the world. I'll get closer. Let's go to the center and let's see what we're like actually dealing with here. Oh, as you can see, very bad, big red numbers, very big red numbers. Right here, it is horrifically red numbers, extremely radioactive right here. Not good. Not good. In fact, hold on, let me stand here again. It is going down. Once again, not the greatest. Okay, cool. Cool, I've probably just like ruined everything here. As you can see, there's green particles as well. It's great, it's great. So we'll go back over here to where it's nice and green. Awesome. Now, in the past, with Mechanism, I don't believe there was a way to get rid of stuff. I believe currently we're stuck, as in this grey screen that we've got, because we're, I guess, blinded by the radioactivity. I don't think there's a way to... Whoa, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened to us? Why did we just, like, take infinite damage? Hold on. We are in a little bit of trouble here. Apple, let's just... Hold on. We are a bit low. Let's top this up. I don't think... What did we take? I don't think we took any extra damage there. We might have got hit by a mob or something because we don't have our armor on. I'll tell you what. I'll head home. Okay, which means I'm gonna have to go back through the radiation. But once again, we're in a suit, so I think we're good. I could also make a mecha suit. That would probably be good for the radiation. Arguably be better than our current armor as well. We'll have to see. But I'm gonna head back and we'll do some thinking. How does that sound? Now, I'm radioactive, but I don't believe I emit radiation. So as you can see, the number here, we're very low in our overworld, obviously. Is it the hazmat suit that makes us blurry? I don't think it is. No, yeah. So see, we're still pretty blurry. I can chuck this stuff back on to make us feel a little bit better. I don't know how to check like my personal radiation. I don't really know how to do that. At mech radiation. Geiger count displays ambient radiation. The dosimeter displays the user's current radiation dose. Okay, and then we can also get radiation shielding. I'll tell you what. I guess it's a good idea. We might as well make a mecha suit. We haven't yet. Usually we do at some point, and I mean, hey, this sounds like a pretty good reason to do it. In terms of crafting it, we'll need some polonium. We're gonna clearly need a lot of HDPE. We're gonna need what, 4 times 4, so we'll need about 16 of that stuff. Is that math? Yeah, I think it is. We'll put the hazmat suit back on because I'll have to go back in there to order that stuff. So I need what? I need 16 HDPE. I times each of that by 3, so I need what? 48 maybe. So I'll tell you what. We'll go back. We'll go back to the other. I'll order the whatever that was, 40 something of this stuff. Oh god, it's pretty bad here. I don't want to get too close. I'll click on this. Can I just order a stack? We do have the technology. I'm just gonna order a stack and then I'm gonna run. Okay, so that can do its thing. In terms of everything else, I'll do that thinking in the overworld just to sort of, you know, help us think, I guess. I kind of want to die just so that I can get rid of the radiation we have, but I guess that's a bit cheap. What is that add-on for, by the way? The dosimeter goes on the body armor. So this is what I want to make first. Oh, and we use Unobtanium to make it, I guess. So I guess that's good. We'll order what we can. We obviously need polonium. We're going to need one of these energy cells, so we'll order this stuff. I think that needed lithium as well, didn't it? Yeah, we'll need some lithium. I'm going to have to set some stuff up. And the entire time, the screen's going to be, like, blurrier than normal. I kind of want to kill myself for the... it feels weird saying that. I kind of want to unalive. I kind of want to reset our player purely for the fact of I don't like the vision effects that we currently have on us. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to do that. You know what I mean? What does it need? 2 polonium? I think we actually have 2 polonium, so I think we're good because we made 3, didn't we? Really? We only have 1 on us? Huh. Yeah, because we crafted 2 of those things. Why did we craft 2 of them? Okay. So, alternatively, hold on. At mech, is there really no, like, radiation scrubber, like at mech scrubber. No? Okay. Alternatively, we could get those radioactive bees and they absorb the radiation. So that's an option. We could have taken the time to get our hands on some of that stuff, I guess. What is this? Protects body from various hazards. Radiation suit from deep resonance. Yeah, there's quite a lot of radiation in this pack. I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing here. We need lithium. I'll tell you what. This episode's going to look hideous. It's sadly just what we need to do, at least until we see how much radiation we have to see if it's even viable waiting. So what we're going to need is lithium. How do we get lithium? We get lithium by condensing liquid lithium. Liquid lithium we get from, I think this is liquid lithium that we're making. We get this from a thermal evaporation chamber. So we're going to need a controller, a valve, and some blocks. We will also need, I believe, solar for this. So the solar that they use normally are these advanced solar generators, or, and this is what I kind of prefer instead, a heat doohickey. This guy here, heat generator. I want one of those. Nope, resistive heater. That's what we want. So I'm going to order this guy. I'm going to grab recipes for all of this. We're going to grab them all, and then we're going to build this stuff relatively quickly. We'll see how we go. They're, decent recipes. Nothing too crazy going on, I guess. All that stuff can go in there. Okay, so, heat, nope, yeah, so we're going to want probably 2 of these. We'll probably do the trick, I would imagine, so we'll order 2 of those. The thermal evaporation chambers, I know we did grab some of the stuff there. We're going to want 2 controllers, because we want to turn water into brine, and then we turn brine into lithium, so we'll grab 2 controllers. Then we're going to want a pretty crazy amount of this stuff, to be honest. I don't know. We'll go 200. Ooh, not 1,200, although it probably wouldn't hurt. We'll grab 200, and we'll make, I guess, 100 each. Sure. And then for the valves, realistically, I think you only really need like 4. Input, output, input, output. I think that's pretty much it. So we'll grab that as well. And I believe it or not, we are good to go. So, we'll grab our stuff. I'll have to put something away. We'll grab our other heater. We'll place this in the overworld somewhere, I guess. In terms of where, I'm not sure. Excuse the, can I turn off screen shake? That might be nice. View bobbing. Does that, no, we still get hurt. Attack indicator, I don't think that's it. Quality, are any of these things no hurty? It doesn't look like it. That's going to be a little bit annoying, isn't it? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You'll just have to put up with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I tried. Okay, so these things are going to be like big tanks, right? So I kind of want to put them over here since that's sort of like our tank area, I guess. So we'll probably slap them, I guess here. Why not? We'll do something a little bit different, I guess. So we'll clear up a little bit of an area. These are essentially going to be, what do you call them? I can't think of the size. 4x4s? Yeah, 4x4s. I think. So it's like 2x2 on the inside, but 4x4 on the outside. So we'll go ahead and place this stuff down. We can place the controller there. Why not? In terms of the valves, we can probably go a valve there for input. Then we can probably have, what do you call it? A valve here for output. Then we can probably have another one over here. Like another structure over here, I guess. Yeah, sure. This sounds like it's a pretty good idea, doesn't it? I'll do most of the building off camera. We can use the building gadget for it, I believe. And obviously, the reason for that is pretty much because visually, this shaking is pretty annoying. I'm gonna slap that guy there. And then we'll just build this. So it should be good. Actually, I'll slap that guy on top of this. Okay, I'll be back with probably this thing fully built. Now, believe it or not, I believe we do want some more valves. We'll go valve. I think we need 2 more because I believe you pipe in the heat using these valves. Now, the heat is used to, what do you call it? To transform the fluid, right? So it starts off as water, and then we use heat to transform it into different types. So I'm going to get, I believe we can get away with this. I'm going to place one there and one here, 2 of these valves. These can be quite big as well, but we can make them bigger than they are, but we might not need to, I guess. Then we can grab our resistive heater, slap this guy down, arguably anywhere. I think that's good enough. And how does this guy work? Is he already doing it? He might already be doing it. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I think he heated up, especially compared to this guy who didn't go anywhere. It looks like this guy did heat up, at least for a bit, if not still heating up. So from here, what you do is you grab some power, like say an ender gate. We'll grab 2 because I imagine I'm going to set the other guy up as well. We give this guy power. I probably don't want to do it there, do I? The problem is, I think you have to do it on the side, which makes this a little bit of a awkward positioning, because I kind of wanted to do this and then have them both be powered, but then I need to put, like, I don't know, an energy or maybe an ender cell. Yeah, we can do an ender cell. Let's grab a nitro ender cell, slap this guy here, and have every side be extract. Alright, every side's extract, which means these are full. Then what you can do is you can determine how hot you go, or I guess how much RF you use. So, for example, if I put this to 1000, it goes insanely hot. And it will use 1000 RF per tick, so it uses a lot of power, but it does a pretty good job. So then we can come down here, we can open this up, and you can see it heats up like crazy, and the production rate, I guess, will increase as well. Next up, we need to get this guy running. So, for example, we grab another sink. So we'll grab one of these. And we're going to be using fluid pipes. Because these are multi-blocks, you kind of do want to use your mechanism pipes again. These are gas pipes. We want to be using fluid pipes. So we'll do at mechanism. And we want... What are they? The mechanical pipes? Yeah, here we go. So, we've got an input over here. So what I'm going to do is place this guy down and place that there and set this guy to extract. This texture pack, by the way, is from... I guess I can show it off. Resource pack. It is Meka Craft. I think it's in the description. Hopefully. And as you can see, it works pretty well. So now water is in here and it's full of brine. It's already full. It's that good. Then we're going to grab this pipe and we're going to bring it out into here and set this guy to extract as well. And so now this guy is filling up with brine and it's all being turned into liquid lithium. And as you can see, the rate at which it's doing it, it could be faster. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, now we've got liquid lithium. So from here, we want to go ahead and put that into a rotary condensator, I believe. So we'll craft one of those. Because to make the actual lithium, this stuff here, the lithium dust, as you can see, you need gas lithium. Well, actually, yeah, and you need to put it into a chemical crystallizer. So I think we've actually already got that auto craftable. No, actually we don't. We don't have a crystallizer auto craftable, so this will be good. Chemical crystallizer. Here we go. I think we're waiting on those patterns. I'm pretty sure I ordered them. By the way, in case you were wondering why I was trying to be so careful with the radiation earlier, this is why. I mean, this is genuinely painful. Like just physically, in real life, this is pain. How are these coming along? They're not coming along well. I'll tell you that much. I think the system's broken again. Oh no, you know what's broken? It's trying to craft the I can't think of the word. It's trying to craft the obsidian stuff. But our system up here doesn't work. And I still don't know why it doesn't work, but it consistently doesn't work. Like as you can see, we've got obsidian on the ground. Why do we have obsidian on the ground? It should be being crushed. And it just doesn't like properly crush. So I don't really know what to do about that. I mean, we've got some dust, so that's good. But the rest of this, I mean, it just doesn't crush. It doesn't crush at all. Like it drops, and it should crush. And some of it crushes, but then some of it ends up on the floor, as we might see. Or at the very least, it ends up picking this stuff up, which we don't... I don't know. All I know is that I'm not happy about it. Alright, I chucked some, like a full stack on there, and we got the stuff, at least. So we'll see what we do here. Over in this spot, though, if I slap this guy down, I don't think it, like, auto-extracts. It doesn't look like it. And we want to decondensatrate because it's currently a liquid and we want to unliquid it, I guess. So fluid, we've got it set to input, but once again, it's not auto-extracting. So we do have to give this guy a little bit of room. So we'll place him here, I guess. We've got our mechanical pipes. Slap this stuff down like so. Set this guy to extract. And now we've got lithium in here, decondensatrating into the gas instead of the liquid. Cool. So, or I don't know if it's gas or even if it's like just a... I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a gas. And then we want our crystallizer. So we'll grab this guy. Since it's a gas, we have a few options. We could use a pipe or we can have it auto output the gas on the right side. This guy gets the gas and he powers up. So obviously, once again, we just need some ender gates. So we'll grab out this stuff. Why not? Slap that guy there. Slap that guy there. Everything's good. As per usual, these are mechanism machines. So we can go ahead and upgrade them. Oh, I didn't want to press that. There we go. And there we go. So these guys are going pretty good. We've now got lithium. Wonderful. The lithium we can just store that in our system. I was going to put it in the QIO, but we don't really have that, do we? The QIO, by the way, I love that system, genuinely. We might even incorporate it in here. I've been using QIO in To the Sky, and the ability to just place down an importer on the machine, and that's it. And it just instantly sends the stuff. You don't have to do like, I don't know, you don't have to grab like an ender chest and then like try and hook up like stuff to, I don't know, it just, I feel like it's so much easier. Like phenomenally easier. And we're going to auto eject all that lithium into our system. So now we have lithium, which means I can now craft this guy, assuming the rest of that stuff crafts, which I think it should have. Yep, here we go. Basic induction cell. Now we have, or at least almost have, the ability to craft this whole thing. I will need another polonium, which I'm not happy about, but... okay, hold on. Before we jump back into that other dimension, what do I need for the polonium in terms of hooking it up with applied energistics for auto crafting? Do I want to set an interdimensional thing? As in, like, do I want to bring my AE2 from that dimension into the overworld for its processing? I think that's the current question. I'm going to say no because I don't want any risk of radiation leaking. And if we have to put the spent radiation in toxic barrels somewhere, we might as well keep doing that in that other dimension. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to slap on my hazmat. We're going to jump back in and we'll just try and hook the stuff up. So we're back in here. We can Geiger count. As you can see, still very dangerous. We can compare the rate that we were at. So this was the spot before, 20.9 something. And if we, I guess I'll tell you what, I will fly out of there just so that I'm not just sitting in it for the sake of sitting in it. If we open our chat up, 20.965. It was previously at 31, so it's gone down a lot. Like that's a decent chunk that it's gone down. Beautiful, beautiful. That's what we like to hear. In terms of what we're doing, we haven't gone in with much of a plan, which is, as per usual, very, very dangerous. I also just took a lot of fall damage. I think I'm just going to hook this machine back up, which is a little bit odd to say the least, but we're going to do it. Pressurized reaction chamber, I'm going to slap him right back up here. I'm going to set this guy up to extract, and I'm going to hook this cable up again as well. What we're going to do is this guy empty? No, he's not. We're going to grab gas pipes back out. I'm going to hook this guy back up. This guy now has nuclear waste. He's making polonium. This guy's currently not receiving polonium. I need to set the gas here to be input-output. He's now receiving polonium and emptying the waste in here. Or at least I believe that's what he should be doing. But I would have to change this to extract. So I guess he's just got the waste in him. Regardless, we now have that piece of polonium we needed. I'm going to re-break this cable. I'm going to set this guy up to extract so that he empties. And I'm going to leave it as it is. We'll come back and regroup in a second. What I need as well, though, is all these pellets. You know what? I actually need a lot more polonium. And we might as well grab it while we're here. And I'll show you why sort of soon, I guess. Oh, God. This is... I'm not happy. I'm not happy with, I guess, the mess we've made here. That's good. That can go into the system. Let me try and figure this out. Alright, I think I've got it set up pretty nicely. He does still need power, of course. Very much not liking the atmosphere at the moment. The crazy radiation. It's dropping. Yeah, it's dropping. It's getting there. We've got plenty of polonium obviously being made. This guy doesn't have upgrades. We could probably do that. That would probably be very beneficial. So that I'm not sitting here in this radiation ideally longer than I have to be. We need more polonium, which means I should have hooked this guy back up. And we should we should be good. We should be. The reason I want more polonium is I believe the radiation shielding doesn't actually need polonium. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna leave then. I'm gonna leave and hope that we didn't somehow give ourselves worse radiation, because what we currently have isn't the worst in terms of like just bleeding. I'm pretty sure it gets a lot worse. So you do want to be careful. Oh my God, we've been demolishing the food that we have. Oh God, yeah, we need to. We need to sort this stuff out pretty soon. Okay, let's get started. Polonium in there, the body armor. Let's go ahead and make the sheets. Let's go HDPE. How many do we want? A lot. We'll order 10 for now. The bodysuit armor, everything's in there except for, I guess, our chest piece. Now, our chest piece has enchantments. They will not be coming with, which means realistically, I should probably just make a new set. You know what I mean? That probably That's honestly probably just easier. Let's do that. In fact, it looks like we already had Allthemodium, so there we go. We'll turn that into that, we'll turn that into that, and we'll chuck that in the system. That just seems, I don't know, easier. You know what I mean? So this into a mecha suit, beautiful. Wonderful. We now have a mecha suit. Let's continue. We might as well make it all. We'll order one of those pieces. We'll order another one of these cells. Once again, let's just go and add the recipe for it. Just saves me some time. Alrighty, we have the Unobtanium boots. They get turned into mecha boots. Beautiful. What's next? Pants. We can do that. Order that stuff, and then while that stuff is being crafted, let's get our hands on the pants. Alright, we have the pants. Mecha suit pants. Beautiful. Let's move them all over. Last but not least is the helmet. Once again, we'll order all this stuff, and then I'll get crafting on this helmet. Alright, helmet is crafted, and that should be the mecha suit helmet. Beautiful. We now have them all. So, I can take off my hazmat suit, and we can put the mecha suit on, and it should start charging. Purely because we have our wireless charging set up using power. Awesome. From here, what do we do? Well, a few things. First thing is Tinker Station. Actually, no, I think it's called a modification station now. Modification station. Yep, from Mechanism. Order all this stuff. Oh, wrong machine, but order all this stuff in here. Craft, craft, craft. Wonderful. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Yeah, these last bits are going to take a little while, especially since I really need to redo the obsidian thing. I know I keep saying that, but I need to redo it when preferably my screen isn't shaking like a madman. So this guy goes here. He looks pretty cool. He does need some power. So we'll grab an ender gate. Sorry if I'm jumping through this a little bit fast. He needs power, but I'm guessing he has a side that he accepts power on. Yeah, no, I can't help himself, can he? 1 second. We'll place him here, sure. And then he can receive the power there. Awesome. So, he's powered up. What you can do now is you can place your, what do you do? How do you do this? You're meant to be able to, like, click on them. But I think you have to press a certain button. So, for example, if we go into keybinds and search Meka and click category, module tweaker is slash. Maybe that's what we could do, just slash. Or I could change it to a different button. What button do we have lying around? 4? We'll try 4. Show details, show HUD. So if I open this and I press 4 while hovering over something, it's not really doing anything. Oh, I placed it in there. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. So I place it there. Then just when I'm walking around, I can click on here and modify my modules. So we need the modules now, right? So first things first, the dosimeter. We're going to need our HDPE. We're going to need a module base, which also needs a HDPE, which we can't afford, which means I have to go back into that other dimension, unless I want to make my radiation proof, but we need HDPE for that. Oh my god, we need so much stuff. Alright, we're back in here. I'm just going to quickly run over here, open this guy up, click on HDPE. Let's order... Can I order 1,000? Like, we'll just keep crafting? No. We can order about 400, it looked like. So I'm going to order 300. That seems like a pretty fair amount. We'll click that. That stuff will start happening. Wonderful. You'll love to see it. In terms of speeding this guy up, I really don't know how. The bit we look like we're waiting on is the liquid ethylene being produced, which gets produced in this guy. This guy has no upgrades, so we actually can speed this up, and this might actually speed us up like crazy. So speed and this, boom, boom. The machine itself, yep, it should now be going a lot faster. Assuming it's receiving the stuff faster, you know what I mean? What we could do, arguably, is take that pattern out, go in here, chuck it in here, and just increase everything. So instead of doing a mill bucket, what if we just do 1 bucket at a time? Process 1 bucket of each of this stuff. This might, you know, this might speed us up ever so slightly. So now if we go back in here, I think I need to order it again. Let's click cancel. And we will order this again. About 300. Click start. Let's see what we're looking at now. Yeah, oh, look at the production rate. The production rate is phenomenal because we've got just ethylene being produced like crazy. We've got a lot in here non-stop. The issue is actually seemingly with the power. But as you can see, everything's going a lot faster now, which is awesome. It looks like we're keeping up and we're making a lot of stuff. Yeah, cool. Nice. I don't really think there's anything else for me to do here at the moment, apart from obviously wait for my pellets, which, as you can see, are crafting very, very fast, which I'm very happy about. Let's jump back into the overworld. Once again, I do it all, but this is a horrible experience for me. I can only imagine what it looks like on the camera. What do we need? I want to make this dosimeter first. That's clearly what I sort of want to make here. This guy needs an actual dosimeter, which I didn't even realize. Oh, I didn't realize you could just make this. So this guy tells us how much radiation we have, and we can actually see it drop. Cool. So we're at about 5 Miller SV. What's the SV? I don't know what that is. Let me search MSV. Oh, the Musical Society of Victoria, of course. Here we go. Let's see. The sievert, symbol SV. The scientific unit of dose equivalent and is dimensionally equivalent to 1 joule per kilogram. Of course. Yes. Yeah, okay. We're good. I think we're good. We'll just have to let that keep falling. Regardless though, we can actually make this upgrade and it will be nice to just have it on us. The other stuff we need are bronze nuggets. That's easily craftable apparently. So we'll make a module base. It's obviously going to give us a few of these. And then we'll make ourselves one of these guys. Boom. Oh, boom. Dosimeter unit. So now if we go back to our zone over here, boom, we can open this guy up. We can place it in our mecha suit helmet, chuck in this upgrade, and it should go in there. Actually, no, it goes into the bodysuit, doesn't it? My bad. So it should go in there. While we're here, let's also go ahead and put on our mecha suit stuff, just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. So now we have this guy available. Cool. I can open it up. We can click on it. Click on this guy. Show in HUD and enable true. Now what do we see? Well, in the top left, it might be really hard to see, especially with these overlays. I've seen actually, if I hold this down, look at this. It actually fixes my the color. Like, look at the change of just the experience. So up here we can see, oh no, actually this is just showing us the energy. So 100%, we're fully charged. We can see our north, our north, south, east, west. It's a little bit weird. And in the bottom right, you can actually see our current radiation dosage. We are at 4.85. Whew. Okay, cool. So where do we go from here? Well, we now need radiation shielding. We need a bunch of this. Stackable 1, which means we can put 1 on each of our pieces of armor. So that's what we want. Let's go ahead and make as many as we can. Obviously, I'm going to need another, I'm going to need actually another 2 module bases, right? Because we're going to need 4 of these total. So module base 1, looks like we need more bronze. Easily done. Grab this recipe. There we go. There's our 4. The actual radiation is going to need some HDP sheets, sorry. Probably craft 10 of those. That should be good. Maybe. We'll probably need a little bit more, to be honest. The lead, we can craft those blocks easy peasy. I'm actually going to, while we're here, just order another 10 just to, get us covered. And here we go. 1, 2, oh, I guess they don't stack. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Open this guy up. And then each of these we want to add to. So 1 radiation shielding. And I'm assuming this is as good as a hazmat suit. That's going to be my guess here. Because I'm going to start wearing these. It is essentially what I'm getting at. So we'll see. We'll definitely find out. We'll see if our radiation goes up. Which reminds me, now that we have the ability to view it, regardless of whether we're just doing it normally or with an external dosimeter. So if I take this off, let's also clear a little bit of our inventory and put a hazmat suit on. And we have the dosimeter. We can see our current radiation level, right? We can see what we've got. We're at about 4.69. 4.69. I go into the other. We are still at 4.69. It is still dropping. 4.67, 4.671. It's dropping entirely. Even in the critical zone, the number... Ooh. The number is dropping. As you can see, because we're in radiation, it's dropping a lot slower. But it is dropping nonetheless. That's, I guess, the main thing here. If we grab a Geiger counter and right-click this guy, you can see the numbers dropping quite well. But obviously, that rate of I guess, radiation dropping. If we go somewhere that doesn't have radiation, I'm just trying to quickly get out of the radiation. I should have just teleported, but I don't know. You get the idea. Hold on. We're really struggling a little bit here. Okay, so there's no radiation here, pretty much. It's like a very small amount. If I right-click this guy, the rate at which we go down, not too crazy, but I feel like it's going down faster, right? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, all I do know is our suit, realistically, is radiation proof now. So I can actually take this off and put this stuff on. Allegedly. Allegedly. So now, once again, we can see our current radiation level. I am now going to go right back to the epicenter. And we will see what we are dealing with in terms of our radiation. The number is still going down. Here is the fission. Still going down. Still dropping, even though we are right here. And of course, standing right where it happened. The number still going down. It's not going up. That's the main thing. Not going up, going down. Cool. Wonderful. Awesome. That's all we need to see. So now, what can we do? Well, we can have some fun. We can have some fun a number of different ways. I imagine, by the way, I'm going to be doing a lot of just sitting here AFK waiting for our radiation to leave. Or I could kill myself, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so what do we want? Well, if we look at unit, if I just search unit, we have a lot of options here. There's maximum energy, which means you can take bigger hits. There's refracts and safely dissipates lasers that hit any Mechazoid armor piece. Cool. We'll probably get one of those. There's radiation shielding. We've obviously already got that. There's stuff for the Mecha tool. More stuff for the Mecha tool. That's for the Mecha tool. All right, lots of Mecha tool stuff. This one is for the helmet. It stops potion effects, which is pretty cool. This one over here is night vision, so we'll grab that guy. I know I've got night vision goggles, but maybe we can put a different pair of goggles on now that we'll be able to do night vision through our suit. Next up is nutrition. Automatically feeds the player nutritional paste when hungry. We could look into that. Obviously, we've got the dosimeter. We could get a Geiger counter. That seems fun as well. We've already got jetpack stuff, so that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Charge distribution is good. That means if you fall on your feet and you take a lot of fall damage, instead of just your boots losing damage, your entire set of armor loses an even amount of damage. So it doesn't just empty. So that's a really good one to have. So we've got that bookmarked. What's next? Gravitational modulating unit. I don't think I've ever made one of these before. We don't really have any antimatter on us at the moment, so we probably won't do that, at least for a little while. Elytra stuff. Don't really need to do that. We could if we wanted to. Sprinting, that's good, I guess. Jumping higher, sure. A magnet, don't really need this, I guess. We've got our own magnets. I guess it's nice to be able to toggle it on with a keybind. I'm pretty sure we can do that with our magnet, though. Frostwalker, nah. Blasting, no, don't really want that. Allows the user to act as though they're on a solid ground. No, we don't really need that either. Repel water, lowering the resistance felt while moving through it. Yeah, we'll get that. That'll be pretty good. I wonder if the gyro one allows it to, yeah, I think this one's actually good. I think this actually allows us to mine while we're in the air. I think that's what it's essentially saying here. I love that we're just shaking in the background. It's really good. Ore refinement unit increases ore yield. So that's some fortune for your mecha tool, I guess. Solar recharging. We don't need this at all. Yeah, we don't need that at all. Geothermal unit. Improves protection against damage from heat sources. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll stop us from, melting in lava and stuff. Sounds good. So, to get our hands on this stuff, what do we need? As you can see, it's going to be apparently just a lot of polonium. Like a lot more polonium than I thought. Yeah, a lot more polonium than I thought. Okay. We can, however, do a Geiger counter real quick. That'll be nice to have just on passively in this other dimension. You know what I just realized as well? I just realized this episode's already an hour long. This did not feel like it was an hour. I apologize for everyone who sat through this. Wow. I was gonna be like, you know what? I might end it soon just to keep this one short. Clearly not really going that short. We'll put that back on. There aren't any configuration for these, I imagine. No, just that they're enabled. By the way, you can see in the bottom right now, both values. So we can literally monitor it live, assuming you can see that in the bottom corner. It is pretty difficult to see, I imagine. But if we head into this dimension, oh, that's not the right one. We need to go through this guy over here. The other, let's have a look. As you can see, the radiation level's gone up. It is really hard to see. Once again, if I hold this, that doesn't even make it easy to see. It's just kind of hard to see regardless. As you can see, it's very red, very scary stuff. But we can see it live. Did it say 300? There is like 500 right here. Is that because of this machine? Why is there so much right here? Didn't I break it over there? Huh? That is a very high number. I don't know if you see that. Oh wait, no, that's M. That's M, and then when we go over here, it turns into just full units. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my bad. That's a complete yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I guess while we're here, I can grab some polonium. The water, did I not, oh, because I broke that maybe? Hold on. Place you there, maybe look under here. Set you to extract. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. It looks like you could do with a pipe upgrade. We can do that. We can arrange for such things. Here we go. Pipe upgrades, now you got water. I mean, honestly, we have enough polonium. We can do it. This guy can store a lot of nuclear waste, so I'm not too fussed about that. How's the radiation looking here? Is it going up? No. Good. Alright, I'll tell you what. This episode, I mean, I'm just going to keep crafting all this other stuff that we want. We've got 30 polonium to work with. We can probably make most of this stuff, I would imagine. All of the stuff that doesn't stack, so for example, this thing, I'm going to craft. Okay, we're going to see if we can get our hands on it. We're going to need a lot more bronze, apparently. We'll get a stack of that stuff. Go back in here. I'm going to craft like 10 of that. That should be pretty good. In terms of HDPE, we actually do need to go right back where we just were because we need more of that. Alright, but then I think we're good. So let's get the gyroscope. So we'll craft that stuff. Once again, shouldn't take too long. Yep. Gyroscope, beautiful. Let's sort our inventory a little bit just to sort of help ourselves out. What's next? I don't want any of this stuff because they're like stackable. Actually, in fact, we'll unbookmark that as well because we got it. Charge distribution. This guy can go on the bodysuit armor, so we'll craft one of these. That's probably the easiest thing to do. And then we also probably want to grab this thing as well. I thought I auto-crafted that, but it didn't look like it was letting me. Alright, here we go. Charge distribution, so we can go ahead and go to that. The Geiger unit we got. The nutritional injector, we need nutritional paste for that. Which is kind of, like, it's okay. It's just, I guess, a little bit of a mess. We would need this liquefier, and then we would need to somehow get this into our system. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know how we'd go about doing that. How we'd store this on us, right? Yeah, I really don't know. I guess a canteen, and then we would have the canteen fill up in an item drain, right? I think so. No, I think a drain empties it. I don't know how we'd fill it up. I guess I would want to look at... No, I don't really know. I mean, I'm sure there's ways to do it. It's just, I don't know if we want to do that at the moment. Inhalation purification. What's vision enhancement? Brightens the surrounding environment, allowing the unit to see through darkness. You can install multiple for more, for better vision. I kind of want that. I'm aware that yeah, I think we want, not atomic, we want reinforced. I'm aware that I said that we should get the stuff that doesn't stack, but this thing sounds really cool and I really want to do it. So night vision, but stackable. So I'm going to get 4 of these, if it'll let me. Looks like we need a little bit more of that, but that should be pretty fine to get. So 4 of this, let's run back over here. I wonder if it'll stop my horrible vision that we have at the moment, because this is, like the fact that it's still happening is crazy. We're down at 3.7, and we're still just like shaking in our boots. So let's go ahead and chuck in the vision. We'll have this level up. Hopefully things will look nice. Oh, it's red. I wonder if that's because it's like got options maybe? I don't know why it's red. But anyhow, we've got it on now. We can go in here, click on it, and I'm going to click enable. It has done nothing. If we hold this guy out, maybe it might look different when we have that on. I'm really hoping it's the radiation causing this, by the way. I've just been assuming that it is, but it's possible that it's not. Vision enhancement handle mode key. I don't really know what that does. Showing HUD. I guess that tells me if it's on or off. Yeah, it's on. Okay, unlucky. I guess we're destined to shake. But we'll probably get these other stuff as well. So let's go night vision, take that off. The inhalation doohickey. So we'll craft that. Where are we? We're going to need a scuba mask, apparently. We can go ahead and grab one of those. And this guy should save us from, like, potion effects. I imagine from, like, getting the wither and stuff, maybe? Well, we'll find out. It'll stop us from witches, at least. And that's obviously a pretty good deal. Laser dissipation unit. This guy's going to need a laser amplifier. We can allegedly make all the stuff for it, so we might as well. I don't know how often we're going to be shot by a laser. All I know is that it's going to be nice to be sort of protected from it, I guess. Although it looks like we need 1 for each piece. So what's this? A basic energy cube? Let's go ahead and get 3 more of those so that we can craft a few more of these lasers here. So we'll go here. 1, 2. Oh, they don't stack. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Laser unit. Chuck this guy in here and grab out the remaining ones. Was that everything? I think I got 1, 2, 3. Did we not? Huh? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Inhalation, laser, laser, laser. laser. No, I don't know. That's very odd to me. Anyway, yeah, sure. We'll make some more modules. Grab a few of that stuff. Grab the laser. Sure. And we'll chuck that in there. That's the fourth one. So now let's go ahead and put some of these on. So on the helmet is going to go one of these laser things and then this inhalation guy. So we'll chuck that on there. Equip that stuff. And then each of these gets one of these lasers. And this guy even gets the charge distributor. So we'll do that as well. I know, not the craziest episode, I guess. We didn't even do what I sort of aimed out to do because it got really annoying. Obviously I wanted to, here, we'll put this gyroscope on. I wanted to set up the full processing for the polonium and all that, but it just got, we got radiation and it sort of ruined the episode. I'm gonna have to AFK in this map, just letting stuff fix itself. So the next thing I want to do here is actually, I think the energy. We've got the laser, we've got most of the important stuff. Obviously shielding and the dosimeter. We now want these energies, and we can put 8 on each of these. So we're actually gonna want a lot of this stuff. So let's go. I think it's these induction things we want. I'm gonna want, I think, 8 times 4, right? I think we want 32. I think. Either way, we can craft 32. If we have extra, it's not going to be the end of the world. Then we're going to need module bases. In terms of the modules we have 7. Realistically, we want an even number. So that's one of these. I think I just want 32, right? I think so. So we'll go ahead and try and get our hands on that. All right, we had enough. In fact, I actually spent a little bit more and accidentally made more, but it's fine, I'm sure. No, it's actually not fine because we need more HDPE. That is not good because I didn't order more. Oh, God. Okay, back into the other dimension for me. By the way, in the food department, it's honestly pretty bad. We are really running out of food. Can I order 300? We can't. I have less available. We can do this, but no crafting CPUs are available. How does that happen? Let's cancel that, and let's order, oh God, what's happening? Let's order this much. Boom, start. You can actually craft? It is. Beautiful. Wonderful. Awesome. What is it? Is it waiting on stuff again? I don't think it is, right? I think it's just, that's as fast as it goes. Yeah, if anything, oxygen, and even then it looks like we're keeping up. It looks like we're rising, so, this is pretty good. Sure. Obviously HDPE is being crafted. Wonderful. That's probably not enough, but we can come back for the rest later. In fact, we can craft it in here. I guess there's no real downside. So energy unit, we obviously want these to be crafted, so I think I can do just about 20. I think that's how much I can do. Energy unit will go here. Boom. And I'll craft as many as let me, which is going to be 6. As you can see, we need a lot more. Oh, by the way, I'm about to run out of food and it's about to be very dangerous. I'll see if I can grab food in time, but we might be in a pickle. Okay, I got enough mutton in time. We're good for a little bit longer. Hopefully long enough this time. I was just working on our HDPE production, just manually putting in some nether warts for the biofuel. And then I was going to see if the tier upgrade would go on the PRC or anything. It didn't, but we've got, a decent amount coming in, so I should be able to order about, what, 300 of this stuff, right? Okay, I believe that's everything we need. I've got 4 stacks of 8. So we'll go back to machines. We'll go back to our little modification station over here, and then we'll probably wrap it up. And by wrap it up, I mean I'll sit here doing nothing for a while. But we'll chuck this stuff in here. So what these are going to do is it's going to change it from being able to store 6.4 million FE to, I guess we're about to find out. Let's see. We're at what, 100 with 4? 100 million with 4. And that's now gone up to 200 with 5. 400 with 6, 800 with 7, and we are now storing 1.6 billion. So as you can see, they store a lot. And this is going to mean we can take much bigger hits once these are full. And they should fill up. It might take a long time, but they should fill up. And we'll actually be able to see something pretty cool here in terms of the even distribution. If I go ahead and place this on now, this chest piece, we should see it fill up halfway. See how they both instantly evened out. I think that's a pretty cool visual representation of, I guess, how that distribution works. Also, in case you were wondering, which I imagine somewhere, can I drink milk to get rid of it? For a split second. I think you saw there for a split second the world looked normal. So that's unfortunate, unless we were able to somehow drip feed me milk. You know what I mean? If somehow that was a thing. Hashtag radiation. Is there like some way to get rid of it? I don't think there's meant to be. You know what I mean? But does that mean that it's impossible? Not necessarily. The other downside of using these suit of armor is we are stuck with these hearts, at least at the moment, right? Whereas previously, obviously, we had enchantments that gave us like vitality, which increased our hearts to like multiple stacks, which means that like I could see when I was actually taking a lot of damage, rather than at the moment, if I start taking damage, we're pretty much dead instantly. You know what I mean? So it's like we can monitor our energy levels, right? Especially in like the top left, we can see the percentage constantly if we can even see it, like based on the background. But where am I going with this? But if something goes through the armor, like maybe poison or something, or you know, something manages to get through, we have a lot less, you know, vanilla hearts to work with in that aspect. But we could try to put these to work. These heart things, miniature red hearts and miniature yellow hearts and all this stuff. These guys can become an amulet or a canister. Now the amulet can be opened, and inside here you can place canisters. So where do we go with that? Well, we obviously want canisters. These require empty canisters which use bones and iron. We can craft a stack. And then we also need these relic apples. These are going to cost us diamonds and emeralds. Pretty cheap for at least us at the moment. In fact, the expensive part looks to be apples, so we're going to have to try and figure out what we're doing there in the apple department. It looks like we can craft apples. There we go. Wonderful. I would sort of like to have a full stack worth. That's sort of what I was hoping to do at the moment. So, can I craft a stack of these? We will also need necrotic bones or any type of wither bone. So if I search bone, we can see we've got a lot of these necrotics. If we need more, we would need skeletons. If we needed more wither bones, well, there's no recipe for that. So we're just going to have to work with these at the moment. And apparently you get 10. I'll craft an extra just to check. If we grab this amulet and we open it, we can place in 10 hearts. We can't place in more than 10. So you don't waste your time making more than 10 of the same color. Then, if I put this amulet on, we'll see where it goes. I imagine, there it goes. As you can see, we get 10 extra hearts. Haha. We get our heart back. So, what else do we need? Yellow, blue, and green. Well, if we go back into the hearts, you can see we've got some yellow ones. Can I just swap them out? No. Different recipe. Great. Oh, these actually use red canisters. Okay, so I take that back. We actually do want more of these. So I'll craft 10 more. Cool. And we're going to need to turn these into yellow with some enchanted golden apples. These are going to use either potions, arcane gold, or blocks of gold. Now, arcane gold, honestly, kind of easier to get. So we're probably going to try and grab that instead of doing blocks of gold. In terms of all the recipes, I mean, we've got enough gold. We could probably just do it. You know what I mean? We could probably just do it. What I'm thinking of, though, is like, is arcane gold cheaper? I guess we need phantom membrane and stuff. How much of that stuff do we have lying around? We honestly don't have much. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll probably just use the gold. Let's be real here. We'll probably just do the gold. So let's go gold blocks. Craft like a few stacks of those. That should be pretty good. Go in here. Grab these apples. Craft as many as let me. 18. Sounds good to me. Let's go back to the hearts. Click on this. Click on that. And craft ourselves 10 of them. Beautiful. So now if we put these on, as you can see with our hearts, we now have a lot more. So we can do the same with green. And we can do the same with blue. Obviously, they start needing more and more stuff. Now, the greens, I don't know how you get them. And the blues, I don't know how you get them. I'm not sure how you get your hands on them. We have the heart amulet. We can do at heart to see the actual mod, see if there's anything else. Witherbone, relic apple, heart amulet, yeah. So yeah, in terms of the actual hearts themselves, I don't even know how to get them. You can eat them as well. And I guess they give you like regen or something, I would imagine. But I don't know how to like combine them or how any of that works. I think you have to get them from certain mobs. I'm pretty sure that's how you get them, but like I don't know how. We could actually make 10 blue ones. Oh, but the blues need the greens. Okay. And the greens, is that 21? No, that's only 2. Oh, I guess we could do 2. Oh, yuck. We'll give it a shot. Can I craft 2 of you? Yep, I can. And we can craft some green ones. Cool. I mean, hey, listen, it's better than nothing, to be honest with you. So we'll open this guy up, chuck in those, and then, I don't know, put this guy on somehow. There we go. But yeah, pretty cool. If you know how to get your hands on more of these green miniature hearts, let me know. I'll figure out which mob to chuck into our mob grinder. In terms of our radiation, the number's still going down. We're at like 2.6. I'm just going to have to AFK. I might even AFK in that other dimension so I can monitor that radiation too, which it's going to be annoying. But, you know, I guess maybe I'll leave it on overnight or something. That is probably the one last thing of Mechanism that it's kind of just like, I understand that there should be a punishment for the radiation. I feel like that punishment is everything around you. You know, all the mobs taking damage and dying, you taking damage and dying. You're annoyed for a while. But I feel like surely there should be a mechanism way to clean that up. You know what I mean? Whether it's tedious, whether it's expensive, I think it should exist. Maybe it makes a bunch of waste that you then have to figure out how to deal with. But like, I don't know. Like, obviously what I did was dumb, but it was like half a second. You know what I mean? Half a second, and this entire hour or hour and a half long episode's just been like ruined. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Hopefully maybe you learned your lesson. I've hopefully learned my lesson not to be, I guess, as... I thought I was being careful, and then I forgot the polonium. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, and hopefully I'll be cured of this mess. Goodbye.